So in case anyone's thinking of getting to events, this is the situation I'm in now. My 1 week old events company, Heavy Duty Entertainment. The manager at Rockers kind of agreed to let us do a demo show there, so in the view of getting a residency. So I thought it wasn't going to happen until about an hour ago, and then I got a call saying, yeah, let's go, let's do it tonight, you know, like 3-4 hours time. Alright, cool, so we can do this. So I call Emil, my DJ buddy's not available, so now I've got to find a DJ. Cool, so enter the champion, Nick Matthews. You might know him, so he agrees to do it. Cool, so now what I've got to do is I've got to go pick up my gear at the farm. So it's a 70 kilometer round trip to go get the gear, race back to Greenpoint, set up, play for 2 hours with Nick, and pack up everything and go back to Durbanville, and almost certainly at a loss, with a view to future profits. So if anyone's interested in getting into events, this might be a good kind of a way of understanding the training ground, proving ground you're going to have to go through. I don't know what's going to happen tonight. It's exciting that the guys even expressed interest. I'm happy about that. And besides, it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be a pretty fun gig. So here I am, driving at 120 kilometers an hour and justifying my pursuits. Okay, so it's a couple of days after the event at Rocker where I had to scramble at the last minute to get things together in order to play a show on Friday night. I've had a few days to reflect. As usual, I'm torn between feeling undervalued and feeling like just to keep going, because, you know, gigs are everything when you're trying to be a musician. So, as I am, like the GoPro bro thing, like trying to get more gigs and performance acumen. So I'm very thankful to Nick. Nick Matthews came through at the last minute, and I'm quite stoked about that. But at the same time, you know, from my perspective, like having to do this huge last minute effort and actually like literally pay out of pocket to keep it all together so that some other guy's venue can, you know, have entertainment for the evening. It's left me thinking two things. That my dad thinks, reckons I did the right thing, because I delivered to the guy, like I said, like I promised I was going to, and that kind of gives me a bit of cred with him, you know. My thinking was, if the guy does need a performer for a paid event, then I'll be kind of the first in line, you know. And, you know, my mate Ben says, you know, rather like, don't try and do too much, rather like not undervalue yourself. So as usual, here I am, right in the middle. I don't know which way, but I'm going to do it anyway. You know, that's kind of the vibe. So yeah. Hopefully something good comes of that. I'm going to just keep on knocking, basically, at Rocker and see if anything does come up. The way I see it is, even at the very least, if there's no actual, like, cash, maybe he could, you know, just cover, like, petrol expenses, and then I would have a stage to literally hone my skill, to entertain other people, you know, to practice and stuff. So that's that. So the next major thing now is we've got a gig coming up on the 11th of May at the Armchair Theatre. Obviously Armchair. It's in our backpacker place, like in Observatory. So that I've booked with the guys there as the two acts that I'm doing. The one would be I Am John, which is like the acoustic kind of singer-songwriter stuff. And the other one is Pravda 23, which is now a full band. So we've got myself, John, Yarnold, Chad, and Emil, and we're doing this Balkan dance stuff, alright? That's going to be a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of work. Preparing, because I'm doing two. I'm literally going to be playing for like about 2.5 hours that night, so it's going to be good. So yeah, that's on the 11th of May. I'm quite stoked about that. So literally just keeping on going, keeping on knocking. As many gigs as possible, that's the way I see it. Just keep on playing and playing and playing. So yeah, here we go. Forward in faith.